Today we'll talk about how eBay will add crypto as a payment option. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's head into it. The major e-commerce platforms have still not taken the leap of cryptocurrencies. Almost none accept digital currencies as a means of payment, but it's safe to say that the first to do so would become the topic of conversation in the crypto space. eBay aims to be the marketplace for Gen Z and millennials, and is studying the possibility of adding cryptocurrencies as possible means of payment. The firm could make an announcement on March 10 during its day dedicated to investors. Its CEO told The Street, "We are just completing our transition to manage payments, where we are now managing $85 billion of volume on our platform directly. This gives us the ability to open up new forms of payment. We opened up Google Pay and Apple Pay. We have a partnership with Afterpay in Australia, which is a platform that appeals to Gen Z, and that's a buy now, pay later platform on the marketplace. And so we continue to evaluate other forms of payments that we should take on the platform. We don't currently accept cryptocurrency on the platform." He insists that Gen Z are a priority target for his platform. For example, he listed different initiatives taken by eBay to attract this generation of consumers of today and tomorrow. eBay is focusing in particular on transactions related to sneakers, one of its growth categories. With sneakers, we're appealing to the younger generation, where they're coming and selling their sneakers, becoming a collectible collector on the platform, and they're building new marketing capabilities. He added that he observed that the transactions related to non-fungible tokens were taking place on eBay, while the company had not made any particular announcement. "We did change our policies last year so that you could trade NFTs on the platform, and essentially, eBay is a place where people have something to sell, and people have something buy show up. So even without announcing anything or doing anything, people started trading NFT on a platform. It reminded me of many years ago, when people just started selling cars when we didn't have a vehicle business at that point. So we're seeing the same type of thing with NFTs." And he concluded by stating that eBay will be the place where people trade goods, whether they be physical or digital. So over time, we want this to be a better marketplace for sustainability. NFTs are blockchain-based deeds of ownership to different kinds of digital items, from expensive illustration of apes to collectibles like celebrity autographs. In some cases, they can also represent certificates for physical goods. The NFT marketplace exploded in 2021, generating over $23 billion in trading volume last year. That total was up to less than $100 million the year prior. Stablecoin status as the villain of the finance world could seem surprising for an electronic currency originally created in order to put the brakes on the volatility of Bitcoin and to rightly bring a bit of stability into this sphere. Stablecoins are cryptocurrencies for which the price practically never varies, as they are indexed using a base reference such as the US dollar. For example, a Tether, the most famous and widely used of all stablecoins, always has equal value to $1 US. This promise of stability has made stablecoins and tethers, especially the bridge between paper currencies, such as the dollar, euro, yuan, etc., and cryptocurrencies. Essentially, investors in Bitcoin and Ethereum avoid yo-yoing prices by exchanging their currencies into tethers, USD coins, or Binance USD, all types of stablecoins, in order to know the exact dollar value of their portfolio. Some platforms even ask users to transfer their crypto money into stablecoins first, before changing them into dollars or other traditional currencies. To guarantee their value, creators of stable cryptocurrencies must always keep the same amount of dollars in reserve as the number of stablecoins in circulation. For example, in December 2021, the founders of Tether said they had $78.2 million US in the bank to cover the 78 million coins in circulation. As long as stablecoin creators have sufficient reserves, there's no risk of failure. But this is another aspect causing concern for financial authorities. Stablecoin issuers are not subject to a consistent set of standards regarding the composition of reserve assets, and there's a lack of consistency in disclosure practices, warned the FSB. Currently, the FSB must take promises from these stablecoin creators at face value as audits on their reserves when they're done, and not necessarily carried out by leading organizations or according to international standards. Just 3 years ago, Tether was widely suspected of being nothing but a big scam, hardly reassuring for a cryptocurrency that is now central to a whole financial ecosystem. However, stablecoins have made some efforts towards transparency. What we do know now is that they don't just have reserves in dollars, but also in short-term investments that allow them to make payments. But this is still a problem. The authorities are obsessed by the idea of a new liquidity crisis, like the one that happened in 2008, in the era of subprime mortgages, when the market came to understand that the financial products offered by Lehman Brothers and others partially relied on valueless assets. No one wanted to touch them anymore, plunging the banks into deep financial crisis. What would happen if the same scenario were to happen with stablecoins that are not 100% transparent about their reserves? For example, some stablecoins may be tied to debt from Evergrande, as has been suggested for Tether. In this case, the reserves could come to worth much less, which could make it impossible to reimburse everyone if they needed to. Hence the calls from the FSB and the Federal Reserve to regulate stablecoins and place them under similar obligations to banks. US President Joe Biden has also called for tighter controls. What do you think about crypto payment methods? Let us know in the comments section. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.